Hello everyone and welcome to this presentation on how to use ADX Trends. ADX is a momentum indicator and it helps us to identify the strength of the trend. And this is what we have incorporated as part of a NeoTrader feature, and we have ensured that you're able to get a grip on how the markets are flowing and how a particular security is trended either upwards or downwards, or it's not showing a trend at all. And for this purpose, to access this feature, you need to go down to this your left hand side panel, and you need to click on the analyst zone. And on the analyst zone, you need to go into the technical indicator view and then go down into the first subtopic, which is ADX trends. So when the ADX trend screen loads in front of you, what you have here is various set of features which you need to understand so that you can use the ADX trends better. So now when you take a look at the ADX trends, you will see here that there is an option to select the universe of your choice. The default universe is the Nifty FNO universe. But if you are wanting to know and select some stocks from the any other segment, what you could do is you could just click on the box and you could see here that there are multiple other baskets which have been shown here. You can select the universe of your choice. So for example, if I select Nifty mid small, then what I will be seeing here are the trends based on the ADX concept, which is the strength of the ADX is getting reflected here. We will go down into the readings of the strength a little later. Now let's try and understand how to use the relevant features of ADX trends page. Now if you go here, there is also an option to create your own watch list. There are other videos where you can get a more detailed idea about how to develop a watch list. If you have created your own watch list, then you could select your own watch list too. Find out what is the kind of trend which is available in your particular watch list. This way you can directly move on to your stocks in your particular traded stocks. You could go into that. So now let's again come back to the Nifty FNO, which was the default setting. And now let's go down to the time frame. The time frame here, what we have given on the ADX trends page is ranging from 30 minutes to the week. So you got four time frames here: 30, 60, daily and weekly. So based on your preferred time frame of trading, you could select that particular time frame. It could be a trading, it could be a trade oriented, it could be an investment, does not matter. What you really need to know is how can you change the time frame. So this is how you change the time frame. Now let us say, for example, we go for a 60-minute time frame. So what you will be seeing here is various set of stocks which are showing some bullish trend, various set of stocks that are showing some bearish trend, and some stocks, the remainder stocks, are under the neutral category. So this way the entire basket is categorized into three different baskets, and the entire universe is categorized into these baskets, and that makes it easier for you to take a trade accordingly. Mind you, NeoTrader's objective is to help you get a grip on those particular stock and also trade in the direction of the trend. So that's what is the aim of the ADX trends page. And here, to ensure that you are able to latch on to the right candidate, we have a feature called as trending now. So once you click on the trending now feature, you will see that out of the stocks which were featured, these are the stocks that are showing some promise at the moment, because we are always at the moment. Whenever you are looking at this page, that is the time when you want to identify a trade, and that's where the trending now feature is very, very handy. It tells you that the stocks which are showing some promise as far as the ADX is concerned, and the second part, the time element is now. Now based on the chart setup, the stocks which are showing the bullish tenor are Torrent Pharma. The stocks which are showing bearish are the Eicher Motor, Maruti, JSW Steel, etc. So let me turn off the trending now and let me just show you more stocks which are available on your screen. So from here, if you see, there are some settings or there are some way the entire ADX Trends page has been displayed to you. So every security that gets featured, it is there in a rectangular box which has a security name. Let me just highlight it for you. You have the security name first, then you have a numerical number here, then you have 4 circles at the end. So there are 3 parts here. One is security name, one is a numerical number, and a 4 circles. So there is a rank which we are assigning to each security based on the ADX trend, and this particular rank actually tends to give a shade of color to a particular security. So now if I were to increase the time frame, now if I were to change it to daily, you would see here that there are no charts which are displaying some kind of bullish sentiment. Now if I were to shift it to the week, I would see here still no, all the stocks are showing some reddish tinge, but there is no bullishness yet. Now if I were to change the basket, I may get some different colors here. So now if I were to change it to the daily front, so now I will see here that on daily, Omax Auto is showing some promise here and it is green. And here these are the stocks which are on the bearish. So there is a bearish display of momentum on these stocks. There is a bullish display of momentum on these stocks. And that's why the green. And here, as the rank increases, the color also becomes darker. So now if you see here, this is the shade of color. Now since the market is showing a negative connotation, you can see here that it begins from 1 and goes right up till 7. And as the shade of red gets darker. And what we are trying to see here is we have selected daily. So on the daily, what is the scenario? So these circles below each name, each security's name has to be read from the left hand side to the right hand side. So the left hand, there are 3 colors here. One is a gray, which indicates neutral, then the red, and then the green. So if you were to read this particular block of Gayatri projects, you would see that the score is at 7, minus 7 means negative. And here you can see there are 4 circles. The first 2 circles, which is a 30-minute and on 60 minutes, it is a neutral, while it is negative on the daily and the weekly front. Now if you shift your focus onto the bullish side, you will see here that Omax is neutral on your 30 minutes, on your 60 minutes, and on your weekly, but is bullish on the daily. So the scores begin from 1, but ideally from 2 is where you could actually look to participate in the markets on the trended side. So right now Omax is showing some kind of bullishness, but we need to see whether it transpires. So what ADX Trends tries to do for you is it helps you get into the right kind of stock and the stock which is displaying some momentum. For those who want to know more about ADX and want to learn about ADX more in detail, you could take a look at our Power Trading with ADX, a beautiful webinar which has been done by Dr. Narayan. There you will get to understand the concept of ADX much more in detail. Now coming back to this particular point of the neutral stocks, the neutral stocks are stocks which are not showing any kind of tendency to either move up or to move down, and as per ADX parameters, these stocks should be left alone. So now you have got the stocks bifurcated into 3 categories. The universe is completely dissected, and this way you are able to take charge of the stocks, take charge of the trend, and participate for a more fruitful outcome. So this is how you should be reading the ADX Trends page. We'll be doing more videos. In the upcoming video, you will be seeing how can you use ADX Trends page and how you can find out the strongest or the weakest stock and take trade suitably. Till then, thank you for watching.